everybody gets love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I believe we're live. Yo, we live. You're now listening to Volume 155 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka your mom called me over just to converse, chat, let me know how she's thinking, just to give somebody lean, a nice little head on the shoulders. But I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB. Was good.
How we doing, man? I hope everyone's okay. I know the stock market is living, it's crashing. I have no idea what's going on with that because, what I'm saying? I'm broke boy JB
Yeah, I
forever
got no
and
stocks.
ever. But it is me, the kid JB. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but I've been on this, weird continuous trend of I don't know, coincidences or just me telling you I told you so. I think the latter. But yeah, happy to be here, man. I'm saying Puff Armstrong in the apartment, getting my lift on, getting my legal marijuana on. You know what I'm saying? I got the fanny pack. I'm young fanny pack. You know what I'm saying? But might have to hit him with a new one. We'll get to it, but I'm AKA Young Space Laser. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, got the
Yeah.
space lasers.
You know what I'm saying?
What
Secret
now?
is
What?
out.
I ain't even. We don't have to get into that. Some crazy congressperson, said that Jewish people had the space lasers. What exactly are these space lasers supposed to do? Is
So
it
I guess what's that?
like I just need context. Is it a laser from space, or is it like a laser we
So that's
got
we
here
were
that
having,
we
what I'm
pulling
saying?
into space?
Shouts to creativity because, also the secret's out. You know what I'm saying? Jews run the media. We also run Hollywood. We run comedy. I hope you knew that. So any type of joke
And
was,
on top of that,
we run
y'all got
space.
space lasers. Yeah.
So hear me out.
Okay.
There's like, what I'm saying? You remember when they said Rihanna runs the bigger Navy, but with the N word? And they were like,
Mm.
having all these fun jokes about that. So, what I'm saying? It's up to perception. And this is why it's fun because, there's no levels of boundaries with crazies. So what it
Yeah.
is they actually think that the Jews run the space sector funded by George Soros because my man is the plug for everything. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
saying?
I'm still waiting on my George Soros checks.
You know what I'm saying? I got IOUs out the wazoo.
Where they
You know
at,
what I'm
B?
saying? It's just that running meme of Judge Judy tapping her wrist.
Yeah.
So that's what's really funny is because that would be the logical side, is that they think that we have a funded space unit that's trying to take Earth down one by one so we could prove these political points about global warming, climate change, gun control, yada yada.
That seemed like a hell of a way to go about it.
But even funnier, man, which is so, I guess, like comical and scary at the same time, but that's what comedy is. It's horror plus time, son. There's some that really think that Jews are not human, so they really think our space laser, like out of our foreheads, were causing the fires. Which, fuck, man, like I said, I'm mad that the secret is out because everyone's like, yo, Jesse, how do you smoke weed all the time and not run out of lighters? Well, I smoke by myself because I use my space laser. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So they think you're mutants, bro. And you
And
got super
we
space
are.
lasers, but you're not using it on the people who are, super anti-Semitic and fucked up. You're using it
On the trees.
for just to start fires on trees for no reason.
Yeah, so we could push climate control.
So you want climate control,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna burn down trees to get it. That seems antithetical.
But you know why?
To what?
Because Soros cut the check and I do what he do. Okay.
He just paid me, bro. He paid me for.
I don't ask questions.
He just
They
sent
got
me
a
a
name
check.
on the list. You know what I'm saying?
He's just like, hey, I just need you to vote a certain way, and I need you to just be, I need you to tweet on the Twitter, how mad you are at Republicans, and I'll just run that check through. And I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like
they QAnon, we Jewanon. What's up?
Oh man, that's crazy.
So
yeah,
lay it up. I don't know whose side you on, but yeah, reverting to that. How you doing, son? I am the kid JB from outer space. You know what I'm saying? Touching down on this lovely Saturday on Earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm mixing in, pretending I'm a human. But yeah, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. We're chilling. Just in the damn crib like everybody else. As the world seems like it's getting somewhat better, but then also worse at the same time. I don't really know what's going on, But
No hope.
I'm just we're vaccines are out. There's a new vaccine out, but then it's like, the numbers are going up, but then it's coming down slightly, but it's like it's not coming down crazy to where you look and you see all these fucking places opening up again. I'm like, wait, hold on. There's no way that things are getting better to the point where you think you need to open shit up again. I don't understand. So
And
we're
and
just
and
riding out
don't
the
you
way,
dare leave math to these bar owners because they're gonna be like 50%. Well, you said 50% of 100%. Well, that's only 50% less of
right?
100.
And it's like
So
50% of capacity, and it's like, how often are bars even really actually at capacity? You
yeah,
know?
that's that's like you can only work out 7 days. It's 6 days out of the 7 days a week, and someone that goes to the gym once a week is like, oh shit, y'all really
Exactly. Like,
restricted
yeah.
me, yo.
Like a lot of these bars, like their capacity is 394. So it's like, but it's in, random bumfuck. And so it's like they only get like their 50 regulars a day. So they just working off a regular how they usually run their fucking bar. So it's like, how is that actually helping? How is that restricting anything? I don't really
I saw
understand.
this lady complaining because that's what it all is at this point, complaining.
Oh yeah,
I
just
don't want, I don't
complaints.
want to hear. This lady was like, and I love the backwards danger. You know what I'm saying? This like this weird hula hoop of like the virus is not that serious, but we should have people at my bar because otherwise this virus is serious and they're gonna get hurt
Mm,
elsewhere. Like their bar is the
yeah.
safety zone. I had a woman
Mm.
that said, "You gotta let us have indoor dining for the Super Bowl. Otherwise, they're gonna all have their own Super Bowl party, and that's just unsafe. As if it's
It's
just
like
like
as
a,
if it's
a
more safe.
underage drinking party for high
Yeah,
school. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like it's somehow like less safe than, or is it somehow less safe than being in a fucking bar. Like, dog, no. Like if
And
they had a Super
screaming
Bowl,
every down and people yelling and
yeah, like what
projecting
the
their
hell are you
voice. Nah.
talking about? Like, no, it's gonna be completely fine. If anything, people might be outside where it might make more sense, depending on, I don't know, at least at the Super Bowl party I've been going to the last couple of years, they had a TV on outside, so people were outside. So that would have been obviously safer. But again, nobody should be gathering regardless right now.
Yeah, that's funny that we were joking about the Super Bowl, not last year, but the year before, where it was like 13-3. I went to a like my boy's house and he cooked and all that. I slept like like two of the
you,
quarters, and I was like,
you wo-
Sam. I woke up. I was like, when you wake up and you think they're playing highlights, it was still the game because it was
oh,
so slow. I was like, fam, cool. Like I
and
didn't
you
miss
were
shit.
like, man, how did the score didn't change? That
Yeah,
was a terrible Super Bowl. I hated that one.
yeah. Nah.
Last year it was good though. So
How
who
dare
knows? Who
they
knows
call
what we
that
get
shit?
this year?
That was a bowl. That was not super.
It was just the bowl part. It
Yeah.
was a okay bowl. Not even okay. It was garbage. But yeah, nah. We're chilling. We're just counting down to the baby, hanging out, trying to ride the wave. I guess what is it? You're fucking riding out the storm, or you're waiting
Weather
out
the
the
storm.
storm, weather the storm. There you go. That makes sense. So yeah, that's what we're doing. What do you, how you, man? Same shit.
Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying. As the bucket's heard, a new job, new company, same job. You know what I'm saying. I think we reported on my niece going to a baby gym, ironically, and I guess not unforeseen. She got sick,
Oh
so
man,
what I'm saying
was
she's back at the crib, just getting the baby sniffles and stuff.
but it's not like
It's
COVID
baby
shit
stuff.
though.
It's not. Nah, no pun intended. It's like baby, not baby sickness. It was like baby related sickness. If that
Oh,
makes
I don't know
sense.
what
Like
that
she got
means.
it from her
Like,
babies.
but that
Like it was like baby sniffles and stuff. And then
that
she got the
that's just
sniffles
sniffles. I don't know. They're not different because it's a
on a
baby.
baby scale.
Is it just the cold? Is that what you're saying? Like it's just a little
Well,
cold?
no, because like babies still have like weak and it's like how like it's like bad credit and like not established credit. Babies don't have established immune system, so
Oh,
when they get a
okay.
cold, it's kind of different than somebody like you know, grown babies, aka
I
adults,
grown.
and
There's a lot good. I'm like, you're like, it's just a baby to baby. But I'm like, dog, that's how all sicknesses work. They're just person to person. It's just a
yeah, but it
virus.
affects if you have a stronger immune system.
You're
Like
not gonna
I
get
man, I
sick.
duff
Yeah.
a little
You
baby.
don't know. Did you test
Yeah,
the virus so you know what virus you got? You put it on. You was like,
me,
I'm
nah.
imagining you under the microscope and you like, oh yeah, this baby corona, bro. This ain't.
I'm like,
this
all right,
this
wait. I'm
corona.
like,
This is the corona 3 months, bro.
wait, sniff again? Nah, you straight. You just did the weird sniff. You good?
Nah, that's just the baby sniffles, bro.
Nah. So I mean,
That's
yeah, I
funny.
mean,
Well,
so
hopefully, yeah, obviously,
she's
hopefully
cool,
she's
man.
good.
She's rocking. My sister's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? My sister's a
Mm.
research scientist, so if she ain't fussing, I ain't bussing.
Okay. That's a wild phrase, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? Emotions. I don't know.
Mm.
But yeah, no. So then throughout the week, man, shouts to Turo. My car's been on rental this whole week, and dude, I'm at peace, man, because like I really like, not to say shouts to my driving anxiety, but it's still very much there, man. I just do not like it. So
Yeah.
the fact that I'm getting paid to not drive, kind of, it's refreshing. And I just know that my car would just be sitting in the parking lot and just collecting
Collecting dust,
nothing.
and you're supposed to start it up and
Yeah.
that shit all like that and all that good shit.
And I've actually finessed to this point where I have like a repeat client, and they have like consistent business. So they've been renting for me repetitively.
Who is
And
that person? Why would they be repeating? Like, is they
because
like
they
they
run
just
like,
down here on vacation a lot, or they just like don't
nah,
actually have a car?
they run a side, apparently they run a side daycare business.
Okay.
And it's like you could drop the kid off at a certain time, and if the parent can't, you could drop the kid back off at the parent at work if the
Mm-hmm.
parent takes public transportation or something.
Oh, okay.
Like things like that. I don't ask that many questions. They pay they pay me, and I'm straight. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying? I don't
cool,
have a
man. They
question.
just running the drugs. It don't matter. I'm not. I'm not in there.
I did not care, bro. No, they
Yeah.
have like they had their little kids with them one time, and they dropped the car off. Like, they're funny and stuff,
Yeah.
and so whatever. So yeah, my car's been out chilling. I've been ordering groceries, delivery. Been cutting back on Postmates, dude. They were just ass, man. I can't do it no more, and I gotta treat myself.
Postmates my least favorite, so I'm with you.
Dude, they post enemies, not post mates, fam. Like, they just come late. They forget half the food. Man, this was funny. This was on me, but I'm proud of my growth. You know what I'm saying? My emotional stability. I'm getting better. Like, these are little wins. You know what I'm saying? It's the little wins that create the momentum.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
ordered Shake Shack, which I love. You know what I'm saying? But Joelle, she's gluten free, so she wanted to get a lettuce wrap burger.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a double cheeseburger regular. She got a single lettuce wrapped. They come both lettuce wrapped, right? And I was
Oh
like, all
shit.
right, whatever. And then I'm eating one of them halfway through, and I'm like, yo, wait a minute. This is kind of light for a double. And I look, and it's a single.
How did you
And I'm
not
like,
notice it was
there's
you
so much lettuce, fam. So much lettuce. So I was
oh,
just
they
like,
didn't chew
oh,
it, yeah.
there has to be two patties in a pound of lettuce, right? So, and then I'm just like, after I'm eating like a fucking wedge salad and a half, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, where's this meat? And then I like give Joelle her burger, and I'm like, wait, let me check hers. And her shit was the double. And I was like, man, I already ate the single. I was like, I can't ask for her I already ate her
You
shit. So I was like, you
should.
got it, fam.
You ate the whole single before you was like, let me check the other one.
Yeah, I was impatient. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, it was like a win and a win-loss column. You know what I'm saying? 1 and 1.
Yeah.
And then shouts to, I have a football podcast for the AZCFL. I broadcasted that on Thursday. I like to take the wins and losses. I'll be real. It was a bad show. I couldn't get the video figured out.
Oh man.
I couldn't get the video. I couldn't get the video figured out, man. It was my first time like on Twitch, which is like new to me.
Yeah.
What it really is my laptop just sucks, man. Like, it's on a delay, it's glitchy. I got this laptop when I was a freelance journalist or social media writer or whatever I was, a social media manager. And I was too humble and I was thinking with my pockets, and I asked the lady like, "Hey, can you buy me a laptop? Like a laptop? I'll get the smallest, cheapest one." And I went to Walmart and got literally like the cheapest one. You know what I'm saying? So with
Yes.
that, bad quality, you get what you pay for. So unfortunately the video quality was poor, but shouts to my editing prowess and my ability to not give up. I saved the audio, and the audio and the content itself was good, because some other quarterbacks and some other players in the league heard this dude that likes to talk about them a lot, and brag about himself and stuff, which is good. They heard that and they then reached out to me and they were like, "Oh man, like I'm gonna use this interview for motivation and stuff." So,
Oh, yeah. So you got some bulletin board shit.
yeah, that's literally what he said. That's funny that he said that. Word for word. He said,
That
"Yeah,
phrase is so stupid. Like, do they even actually have bulletin boards anymore? Like,
in
somebody
their
says something
brain."
on social media, and they printing out the tweets and literally putting it on a bulletin board in the locker room, or they just taking mental notes. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that phrase is from like 1992. We gotta say like, I don't know, subtweet material, or you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, quote tweet material or some shit.
I'd be like, "Yo, that tea was spicy." I don't know. That tea
Bookmark
was
material
bubbly.
or something. Maybe
Yeah.
bookmarks probably the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna pin that, or like when what's that called? When you pin the tweet?
Yeah, pin the tweet, or it got to be something. That's what I'm saying. Bookmark, like you save it,
Okay, yeah.
like you don't like it, so it's not in your likes. You bookmark it so it's saved for somewhere later. You
Uh,
can come back to that motherfucker.
or you could be like, I'm gonna keep this in a separate tab, G. You know what I'm saying?
Like I got it up, bro. I ain't forget about it. It's on the tab of
Yeah,
my phone. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Control
Oh,
T. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the shortcuts,
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a
the smart
computer guy.
keys.
So that was Thursday, and then I didn't really have a TV review. Uh, I have a movie preview or review preview. Well, I'll get to that later. But I did have a book review real quick. I've been in my book worm
Bag.
my book worm bag. Yeah, my book bag. You know what I'm saying? And I've crushed like all like 9 to 10 books in 2020. I'm already one deep in 2021. Um, and now I'm in the middle of this book that's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's about very minute things that people stress themselves over that can control a bigger part of your day. I'm a big victim of that, and I don't want to say victim, but I'm guilty of that. And one of them, which mind you, is doesn't apply for a podcast because that's what's really a podcast is for, to banter back and forth and be able to give ideas, tell a story, relate, yada yada. But outside of like, a creative space, it was saying about when somebody is telling you about their day, or somebody telling you about a success they had or recent appreciation of life. It's often our human nature to tell Me Too stories or want to relate
Oh yeah,
to the person
like
to make them feel like, oh, like I was there too, right?
right.
But what actually happens is you're taking away from that person's comfort zone to open up to you because they think that you're going to give them the Me Too, not, the Me Too movement, the Me Too sayings.
Yeah,
And like the clips, remember that song, Mr. Me Too?
yeah, yeah.
So they were saying that when somebody shares something that relates to you, even though it's our first nature to, oh, let me tell you a story where this perfectly relates to get on the common ground,
Mm-hmm.
what should happen is you actually just open up the floor for them. So if somebody tells you a cool story, just go, oh, cool, tell me more. Like, when has that happened before? Like, oh, like,
Mm-hmm.
no way, how do you feel about that? They're telling you something because they want to be able to express something.
Right. But that sounds like how you give an interview. You know what I'm saying? When you interview somebody on, obviously when we interview people on the podcast, or you know what I'm saying, you see interviews, this is the one sidedness is them kind of trying to get that one person to open up. Now maybe you might tell something that relates to that anecdotally, you know what I'm saying? But you're still gonna get back to like more on them. So I mean I definitely get that, but then it's like where's the back and forth of having a conversation if you do that all the time, or is it like you got to mix them in together?
Nah, so get this. Studies have shown that the more likely you are to let that person fill their breath and release what they want to say, they will return by saying, has that ever happened to you? or
then
can you
you go.
relate?
So you don't just
Yeah.
off rip. You let them ask you.
You let them welcome you because they've now
Mm.
opened up and they're giving you their their vulnerability, and they're trying to see if you're gonna accept it instead of just putting it next to you and be like, oh, it's similar to like when a little kid gives you something and you go, oh yeah, yeah, and you put it next to you and
Mm-hmm.
they're just like, what the hell? Whereas you're supposed to be like, wow, neat.
Right.
And
Exactly.
then the little kid's like, do you have a belly button? Like or whatever it is.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah. Then that's when you get the little banter. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. That's
Right,
cool.
exactly. And then people, so with that being said, man, I mean, like I said, it doesn't relate on a podcast because I always want to share me too's. Um, my homie
Yeah. It's
from
like all we
college,
do here. And
Andrew
then banter
Chapman.
into something else.
Right. Uh, so that's why, everything's, life's funny. There's exceptions to rules, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in college, I had a radio show called The Bottom of the Sixth. It was a sports show at 6:30. Get it? Bottom of the Sixth.
Yeah.
And
No, I get it.
my board op was Andrew Chapman, and he was a sophomore when I was a senior, and he was cool as shit, man. He had a cool story, like the fact that he went to high school with Brandon Cooks. So whenever we talked about Brandon Cooks, because Brandon Cooks went to Oregon State, so whenever they played the Devils, he always had that insight. He was really good at board hopping, and he always looked up to me as like a big bro type thing. And I'm really excited for him and proud because he got his own radio show, man,
That's what's
for
up.
Fox
Oh
Sports
shit,
in
bro.
Tennessee.
That's
3 hour
fire.
show, dude, 5 days a week. Like Will Kane shit. And I hate Will Kane, you know what I'm saying? But
Oh, hold on. Yeah. But good for
well,
him.
remember when he had like the 3 hour show. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So with that, he got me on the show on Friday. I called in
Oh shit.
and we were going back and forth, back and back, and he was, asking me about the Super Bowl, and like, man, I couldn't have been happier for dude. And I just feel like, not to big me up, but I feel like other people would have just hit them with the sly email of like, yo, can you email my resume?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Like, dude, I'm just happy for him. He's got a niche. He's in Tennessee where they got mad baseball, headquarters and stuff. That's his vibe. Um, he's a very hardworking kid, and I'm just really happy for him. So shouts to my man Andrew Chap. He let me,
Shout out.
he let me plug the pod. He let me plug what I'm doing. It was great. It was a great episode, or a great just show. I didn't, what I'm saying, I didn't hit him with no dead air. I was giving him the full spice. You know what I'm saying? So it was
There we
great,
go.
man. So shouts to him, Fox Sports Tennessee. But yeah, man, that was my week. And now it's like I said, I didn't see a movie, but there's a movie that came out on Friday that I want to see, the Denzel movie, The Little Things.
Okay. You wanna go straight into movie reviews?
Well, I mean, unless you had anything popping this week.
Oh nah. You're good. We can do movie reviews, and we'll get into the other topics that we got. It's cool.
Okay, bet. Did you see a
You go
movie?
ahead. I did see a
Well,
movie
I was
actually.
like, okay. Well, I didn't. I'm gonna watch the Denzel movie tonight. So
Okay.
buckets. Stay tuned next week. I'll give you the review. Ty,
Okay.
kill him.
Okay, I will say I heard about just to give them even more preview. If obviously they haven't, if they had not seen it yet, but I had heard that it's like pretty much like kind of like I don't want to say like a dry suspense, so just kind of like a suspense thriller type thing. So it's not, don't expect too much action, I guess, but it's
Mhm.
like very like psychological thriller. You know what I mean?
I'm like, is this Equalizer 3?
Nah, I don't think it is, but that's
I'm
all I
texting
know.
Tyler. I'm like, yo, Zell hasn't killed one dude through his neck bone yet.
Yeah, nah, yeah. So I think it's more kind of like heady, kind of more like True Detective type shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever watched True Detective.
This
Did
shit
you?
fast forwards to me. Why? I'm like, I don't get it, B.
You're like, yeah, I really didn't get the movie at all because you're like, you're probably gonna get high and watch it and be like, yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
I'm like, I feel like this movie should be called The Big Things, yo.
But yeah, no. So I watched the movie today, right before we actually did the pod, or not too long ago. Excuse me. But yeah, it was called Lockdown. It was on HBO Max, and it was starring Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway from Princess. Was it Princess Diaries?
And
I
Hathaway from
don't
them
know.
movies in the past away. No.
Anne Hathaway. Everybody know Anne Hathaway. You know, Ella Enchanted and shit. I don't know. What when you think of Anne Hathaway, what's the movie that comes in your head? Just a
I
tangent, real quick.
I actually confuse her with Hillary Swank, so don't ask me.
Why? 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 I need to know why.
Because like she's in that bucket of like those like old mom movies. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like I feel like Anne
What?
you put me on blast, bro. I couldn't name you an
I
Anne
don't
Hathaway
know.
movie. Let me
Bro,
Google
you
this
never
shit. I got
seen
my computer up.
Ella Enchanted or I guess she was in Les Mis. I don't think you saw Les Mis. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not trying to disrespect your movie taste or anything, but like I don't think you
I
saw the
saw Les
movie where
Mis
they
on
singing the whole.
Broadway.
Yeah.
I saw Les Mis on Broadway. I'm sorry. I don't see broke boy movies.
My bad. My bad. What else was she in? She's done a shit ton of stuff, bro. That one where
Yeah, it
she
sounds
was
like it.
sick. It sounds you know IMB like,
Uh,
damn, she got like 100 credits. That's crazy.
Ocean's
Hillary
8,
Swank is wild. Oh yeah, Ocean's 8. She was in Ocean's 8. Hillary Swank, I like
Interstellar.
yeah, Interstellar. I don't know if that's like her biggest movie. Cause she's like in it, but she's not in it like a lot.
Devil Wear Prada.
Yeah, Devil Wears Prada is probably the
Yeah,
one that most people would say if they like
she was
which
in
Anne
Brokeback
Hathaway one.
Mountain. I didn't know there was.
I don't
I
remember
didn't
her
know there
being
was
in
girls
that.
in that
You don't think I mean it's in the world. I think they got wives. That's the whole point. They're
I
like
thought they were
married, but
on a
then
mount. I thought it was on a mountain. I don't know.
you think the whole movie is just somebody on the mountain getting their back broken, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you it's just a porno. Now I think they both had wives, and that's they went up to the mountains to get their back broken. But yeah, so Anne Hathaway, that the Hillary Swank thing is wild, bro. Because I feel like Swank is cool, but like Anne Hathaway looks a lot better and like nothing like Hillary Swank. So you should not
Okay,
be mixing those
relax.
two up. Shouts to $1 Million
Uh,
Baby though.
that's
But
what it was.
you thought she was $1 Million Baby? That's Hillary
No,
Swank.
I have them pulled up. We see. This is why we need some sort of. We can have Twitch. We can have the live pictures up and discuss
And
this
pull them
shit.
up.
Oh, Natalie Portman. I was way off.
That's you. So you were mixing up
No, don't do this
Hillary
to
Swank.
me. Don't do this.
So you,
I
so
mixed up
you're
their
like,
names, bro, not their faces.
you're like, I mixed her up with Hillary Swank, who you subsequently mixed up with Natalie Portman. All right, we just gonna have to. We fell down a rabbit hole, and I'm gonna just reel that back in. So yeah, Anne Hathaway's in it, and the other person in it is Chitwiddle Ejiofor, or as I'll pretty much call him, 12 Years a Slave, because that's what he's in. And what black people usually do is they see how it's, and I don't know if we just do it. We don't just do it with black actors, but we do it with black actors usually. But you know, if you seen you in one movie, we just call you by the movie you was in. So I'm not about to be out here saying Chitwiddle Ejiofor. I'm gonna just say 12 Years a Slave because that's what he won an Oscar in 12 Years a Slave, or he was nominated. I don't know if he won, but he was nominated for an Oscar in 12 Years a Slave. So that's what I mean. He was in everything. He's been in Marvel movies and he was in fucking Four Brothers as the villain. I feel like that dude, another tangent, that dude does so many, like he's something different in every movie. Slave, villain in the hood, Marvel hero, and then Marvel villain. And this one he plays like a kind of has been husband. That's wild. I didn't even know how that was gonna come out like that. But yeah, has been husband who's just like he gets. So let me explain the movie. So Lockdown, it's on HBO Max if you want to check it out. But it takes place at the beginning, back in March, at the beginning of like the quarantine lockdown shit. So it's like in London when they first locked down for the first 2 weeks, and um, it's pretty much like these people who have been together for 10 years, Anne Hathaway and 12 Years a Slave, and I guess he's been furloughed, and she's like the head of like a company, but in London, and it's like they right before, I guess, like right when lockdown happens, she let him know that she was gonna break up with him. But now they're stuck together because they can't fucking go anywhere.
Oh, that
You know what
sounds
I
like
mean? And
that
so they're
movie
like,
with Miles Teller where they're snowed in.
yeah, kind of, yeah. But it's like, so there's like they can't really like she can't move out in the middle of it. Just like everything just closed down, and so they're just like kind of unhappy living together and shit. And the dude's kind of aimless because he got furloughed from work, and so the first part of the movie is kind of like dealing with that, but then out of nowhere, the movie turns into a heist movie. Like it turns into like it turns into a heist out of nowhere, and not out of nowhere. Like it shows you how it happens, but it's just such a it's such a weird kind of take. Because I think if you just threw on the movie, you wouldn't expect it to turn into a heist. So I'm sorry if it's like maybe I'm ruining the experience, but obviously I don't think they hid that that's what it was. But yeah, nah, I thought it was a pretty interesting movie. It's not like I mean, granted, I haven't seen too many movies this year because it just started. But I wouldn't say it's like upper echelon type movie, but I thought it was pretty good. Definitely interesting. The story's interesting. I feel like Anne Hathaway is a good actor. Obviously, 12 Years a Slave is a good actor, and so they kind of play the roles pretty well. I do wonder like how much do people want to watch movies that are like about the state of the world that we in. You know what I mean? Like I know there was like a TV show on NBC called like Connected, I think it was called, and it was pretty much how people were dealing with literally our life that we just been living for a year. And it was like going through all like the major events that we all did, but like kind of like the whole show was kind of filmed over like Zoom, which is like everybody's kind of had to do so much over the past year or whatever. And so, but that shit got canceled, and like I'm like maybe it got canceled because people don't want to be reminded how shitty life is. So I'm like, how much tolerance do people have for movies based on like our shitty reality right now? Um, I mean, I granted this one has a twist, but I'm just like I'm kind of weary of that. Like the people remember when fucking the shit first closed down because of this, and fucking Contagion was like the number one movie on Netflix. Why?
What was in no, even before that it was Bird Box when they couldn't even see, and everyone's like, "Oh, I could boss up in that situation."
Yeah, but they didn't watch it while we were literally in like we're in Contagion right now. Why would you want to watch that movie where it's like the worst case scenario of what we're fucking going to? Have you ever seen Contagion?
Nah.
It's pretty much literally the premise of the movie is there's a virus that they tried to warn people about, and people didn't take it seriously, and so there was an event that almost wiped out everybody. That's what the movie Contagion is about. And literally in like last April or May or some shit, it was on Netflix, and it was the number one movie. And I'm like, why would y'all want to watch that shit when that literally is like reflecting the worst thing that could happen to us in our lives right now? Like, so I don't. So some people do like watching that shit, but I'm just wondering, like, do you have any interest in watching shit that like mirrors how bad society is in terms of like the fact that we've been in quarantine? You know what I mean?
Uh, I guess in a sense, I watch the news, and people are like, "Yo, you should turn that off."
That's the news though. That like I
It's
feel like
so
people go
depressing.
to
Nah, I
watch
don't.
movies for a different reason than you're watching the news.
I would say nah. Like I feel like I hate to say it depends on the category, but yeah, it depends on the category. Like, nah, I wasn't watching much, and I know pandemic documentaries and stuff
Yeah,
were trending at times. Like, I didn't really care because I feel like I have a nice understanding on what's going on already. Like,
exactly.
um, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people use those things to fight their conspiracy theories or whatever, or to add to. So nah, I've been kind of like my my sources of entertainment, unfortunately, have been like just like the medical. You know, it's not entertainment; it's just information.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. So that's why I don't know how many people want it, even though I see the examples of people do. But I will say it's intriguing. I give it like a 4 out of now. Four's kind of 3.7 out of 5 buck ass. That's what I'll give it. It's like it's a 70. It's a C plus. You know.
And I think you may have said it already, but is he from Four Brothers?
Yeah. He's a villain. You remember when fucking
Victor Sweet.
He and then meet in the where the fuck I don't know. Why were they meeting in a field in the fucking snow?
And then
And
like not Jigsaw, what's that called? A chainsaw, the snow. And I'm like, all right, I'm
Yeah,
out, bro.
this is a lot, and it's like I know it's like wasn't it taking place in Michigan or some shit, but like that was a little much. And then fucking uh what's it called? Why am I blanking on it? Dude from Boston, from
Mark
Marky Mark,
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, just walking in the goddamn snow up to everybody when he obviously could have just got dropped off. Right where the
Yeah,
fucking action was happening. Like
and
they wanted the
Andre three
dramatic walk up.
and Andre 3000 hustling the family for money when he has outcast money. What kind of shit is that?
You know what the most unrealistic part of that movie?
When they play
Mark
hockey.
Wahlberg being related and around black people. Ah man.
Okay, well, the
Done.
second part has to be them playing hockey on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. Yeah, like they not no turkey bowl hockey, bro. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Were they in Maybe
Tyrese
they're in Canada. I missed it.
or Tyrese having his shit together. I don't think any of that shit applies.
Mm.
Well, that's cool. I actually, yeah, like I said, HBO Max. No, I'm sorry, Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? I was hating on that at first, but there's some things that I like. Boy Meets World. You know what I'm saying? Smart Guy. And then Dinosaurs just dropped, which is fire. So,
Yeah, I think you're the only person I know that actually likes dinosaurs, man.
dude, you're weird, bro. That shit is the
I
fire in
didn't.
the '90s, bro.
I'm out. I wasn't. I'm not like. I'm not. I was saying the only person I know who maybe people would
Well, I'm
shout out on the
saying
pod and say that they like it. So
you need to know more people that you know what I'm saying.
that's
You need to,
true. That's.
I'm saying,
I've always said that I need to know more people.
that like, but dude, they got like all these funny dinosaur puns. Like, son, like they're just like, yo, today it's 60 million and one, and then it's like next year it's gonna be 60 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it like their news network is DNN, like Dinosaurs News Network. Like, that's just funny to
Mm,
me, yo. You know what I'm saying?
you be high on.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on. I don't even know how we're pacing this pod, but we could talk about some shit that happened, some of the trending shit that happened this week. Fucking between
In a turn of events, the people fighting over $15 an hour running fucking digital empires, right?
yeah, it's fucking shifted in between, your thread of busted challenges and silhouette. I don't know if you've seen a silhouette challenge now where it's like people doing they're in the doorway and then it turns into a silhouette. And I'm like, all right, I feel like there's a challenge every week. So, but hey, I'm not shading nobody. If y'all want to keep doing challenges, do
Yeah, if y'all
y'all.
stay home, I'm cool with the challenges. That's my trade-off. If
Yeah,
you guys don't go
exactly.
out and create outbursts, then you guys can do the busted challenge all you
Yeah,
want.
do whatever the hell you want.
Stay
And
in the house.
but in between that, the biggest thing that happened this week was the fucking GameStop. Like, I guess it started with GameStop stock market stuff, and it kind of evolved into GameStop, AMC, and I want to say there was Tootsie Rolls was in there stocks, and I think there was another one, now Blockbuster maybe also, and then it turned into like Dog Coin, and I don't even know what's going on with that, so I'm not gonna get into that one. But apparently, like I'm sure people probably know most of it by now, but it was pretty much some people on Reddit, the fucking Reddit Wall Street, they realized that like hedge funds and people, I think most people know, like they've heard of hedge funds, but nobody really knows what hedge funds do. But
I
like
don't.
I'm gonna just tell you right now, hedge funds are just like evil people. They're all evil, super duper evil people. And they're just like people who already have money.
What
And
was
so
Sonic, a
what
hedgehog? Yeah.
he was in charge of a hedge fund, yes. But no, so these hedge funds are just people who already have money. You know what I mean? And so what they do is they just pool other people's money, and they're like, "Yo, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna invest." Pretty much, mostly what they do is like they invest in stocks of like businesses that are either gonna go out, that they think you're gonna go out of business, and they kind of usually what they do is they invest in those in a business, and then like pretty much drain all their assets for themselves, and like so they keep all the profits and shit, and then like pretty much drain those businesses like out of business, and then they move on to something else, but they just like and they just use the money that they accumulate to buy more shit and do the same thing over and over and over again. So they're just pieces of shit. Like that's pretty much all you need to know
Like if you
about
have
hedge
I
funds.
just don't get it, bro. If you have enough money to like do the recycle dance with it and make it do more money, I don't care.
They're
Like
just like
you're
mosquitoes.
finessing
That's what they
somebody.
like. Is that they're parasites? That's what they're like. They're financial parasites. That's what they do.
They're contagion, son. It's all full circle.
Yeah, bro. So that's what hedge funds do. But these people realize that some hedge fund had a bunch of short stock in GameStop, and I guess I read the thing, and so I can't really. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to explain it the same way that I read it, but it's pretty much like when you short a stock, you borrow it and at a certain price, right? And
Mm.
when you borrow it, you have to give it back at some point. But what these hedge funds are pretty much betting is that when they borrow it and like a thing like they buy it at like I don't know I don't even know $7 or some shit like that. And then they sell it or whatever, and they get that $7, but then they have to give it back from when they borrow it. But if GameStop goes out of business, the stock is way cheaper. So they have to once they buy back that stock and return it to the borrower, they just made a profit. If that makes sense. Did you follow that? I don't know if I explained that perfectly.
You definitely said words. I don't know.
It's so pretty much like
Uh,
it's like so it's like if I okay, so all right, say I bought 7
I
apples from you.
understand you're talking to more people than just me. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
know,
sure
I
there's
know. So
many
that's why we're
people who
gonna
understand.
no, that's why
Yeah.
we're gonna break it down like in third grade, and I'm gonna be like, all right. So say I borrow 5 apples from you, right? And apples
Okay.
cost
I'm
and
generous.
yeah, and apples cost like $7 when I borrow it from you. You know what I mean? And then I immediately
Okay.
I immediately sell those apples for the $7 to someone else. Get all the money from the even though I already borrowed it from you, right? And
Yeah.
then because I think that the prices of apples are gonna go down. So once I sell it, I have that money, right? But then, you know, apples
Okay.
go down to like $1. You know what I mean? Like for 5 apples. And so I buy those apples for $5 and then or for $1, and then I give you back the apples that I owe you. But I just made a profit of what, $6. You know what I mean? Do you get it?
Yeah.
So
Six
that
dollar per apple.
yeah, I wasn't trying to get into per yeah, so
Okay. Okay, my bad.
yeah, I mean either way, it's the same thing. I made a profit per each. And so that's what the
Yeah.
business were doing with GameStop. But so the Redditors saw that that's what they were trying to do. And they were like, if we like all put our money together and invest in GameStop, then like we're gonna make GameStop go up instead of down like how they thought. And eventually those people are gonna have to buy the stocks back. So not only would they have to buy the stocks back from us, it's gonna be way more than what they thought, and so those places are gonna fucking lose money. And so that's what they did, and I think it ended up being like the sky, like the stock prices went up so high that the hedge fund ended up going out of business. Was like looking at going out of business because they were gonna owe like $13 billion or something crazy. And I'm like, I can't believe they got that many people to buy stocks. You know what I mean?
I don't but so if I borrow your 5 apples or you borrow my 5 apples and you sell them off at 7 a pop, and then they're gonna but then people are like,
I
nah, fuck
think that
that.
it
I'm gonna make that.
so so in my analogy, it's like I bought the 5 apples for you for $7, thinking that it was gonna the price for the apples was gonna drop down to $1. But then they saw that I did that with the apples, and so they all started buying up apples so that the apple price went up. And now when I had to return the apples to you, they actually cost like $13 billion. That's what happened.
Wouldn't that be a good thing though? Because I just return shit that's more valuable.
No, because I would owe you the money. I still owe you the apples. If I already sold them at the $7, I already sold my stock, but
Oh,
I have to buy them back to give them back to you.
okay. So use let me use we.
Yeah.
It's like I buy a bag, I buy a brick,
Yeah.
and I
Okay.
go flip it to a bunch of people, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
bet, like I just made this profit. This is fine. I can go get another brick for 100. What happens though is the brick turns into 1,000, and I have to then give you,
Exactly.
I have to give you your brick back, and I just fucking lost all
Exactly.
that money. Okay, bet.
Exactly. That's what happened.
Mm.
And and it's like stocks only go up when more people buy. That's how stocks go up. So the more people who buy stocks, the higher is the value of the stocks are gonna go up. You know what I mean?
So people see that they're like, oh, you flipping sacks to like freshmen, bro. This is messed
Eh,
up. And
they
then
ran the price up, and they're
yeah,
like, one, we'll be able. Some people will be able to make money off of it, and two, they were able to put them out. They were like, we could put you out of business because eventually they have to buy back the stock. So what happened was, a lot of people like us who aren't rich as shit or don't already have like a portfolio, they're gonna buy stocks on apps like fucking Robinhood or whatever because it's just easier. And like their whole motto was, stocks for democratizing Wall Street or wherever the fuck it was. And
right.
so that was, people were signing up for as this shit got more and more viral. People were like getting more people to sign up, and so people were going to Robinhood and doing it. So as of Thursday, or maybe it was Friday, I can't remember the timeline of this. Robinhood actually prevented people from buying more stock. They just told them they can sell. And so what probably happened was somebody at that hedge fund like probably called the CEO of fucking Robinhood because these people all fucking know each other. You know what I mean? Like there's only like fucking 15 billionaires who own all the fucking wealth every fucking where. You know what I mean? And so they probably just called that guy like, hey, can you help us so that these people don't fuck over our business? And you had all these people and they fucking did that shit. So everybody's like, fuck Robinhood. And I'm like, I don't understand why they would do that because I'm like, why would anybody ever use their app again if you're gonna obviously side with like the fucking evil hedge fund people on Wall Street? You know what I mean?
I damn, I don't know. I'm happy you made that shit make a little sense to me though, because what's crazy is like I see people being like, "Yo, it's us versus them," and I'm like, "Yo, yes, this is why I was saying like I love America because people will fight over Democrat or Republican with money. Like, nah, I don't think about minimum wage, blah blah blah. But with this, it seems like everyone's clear sighted. Like, yo, the broke people should get more heads up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
that's why I'm like, yo, just apply that to politics. Be like, yo, that's why people getting more money should be a better thing, not getting fucked by large fucking corporations.
Exactly. So I think that's the thing. It seemed like it's been more clear cut. Obviously, it just I don't know how at this point you've been in the world because I feel like it's just been more and more obvious that it's like rich people kind of fuck over poor people at every fucking stop. You know what I'm saying? Or labor in terms of or working class people just been getting fucking pummeled in this country for years and years and years now. But it's like obviously Wall Street for some reason has been getting a pass just to fucking play with this phony money and like make bets on people's lives. Like the fucking 2008 stock like market crash just like ruined people's lives and took people's pensions for police not police and teachers and people and fucking had people getting evicted from houses and shit. And like a lot of those people on the stock market who did literally the exact same thing as I explained to you, they were shorting the housing market. That's where that I don't know if you've seen the movie The Big Short. It's like that, that explains all that shit. But those same
Yeah,
people pretty much got a
you're
slap on the
correct.
wrist and they still out here doing the same bullshit. But when regular working class people find some loophole to kind of say fuck those people and make some money for themselves, like you have fucking big corporations trying to stop them, and you hear like politicians and shit and other people being like, no, we gotta we gotta fucking put an end to this. We gotta get some regulation in. And fucking, I see these news broadcasts of rich people crying, complaining that like these people at their couch on their couches getting their $600 stimulus check, like using it to invest. And it's like, ain't that what y'all told us to do? And didn't y'all say to stop buying avocado toast and fucking iPhones and like invest in stock and make your money work for you? Isn't that what they fucking told people to do? But now it's like too much. I don't know. It's just super annoying. So that was the big thing. But I too like was seeing this and I was like, what the fuck's going on, man? I don't fuck with stock, so Yeah, I only know it because I saw something and I read up on it. But like that's why I don't fuck with the stock market. I think it's all bullshit.
I'm texting my friends. I'm like, yo, I got like. I'm texting my friends. I'm like, yo, I got $20. What's good? They're like, yo, I'll call you back, bro. I'm like, all right.
They're trying to get it let me buy one stock, see what happens. You know?
Yeah, let me get one. They're like, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, all
And
right,
it
make
does
it work
not.
though. They're like, all right. I will. What's really funny though is I'm like, yo, I'm like thinking like a side business. I'm like, yo, let's flip these stocks together, son. I got Mad Corner Boys right now, ready to flip. I will, yo, hey, let's tap into the messy Jesse zone. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy theories are hot. You know, people say we live in a simulation. You know what I'm saying? There's no God, there's no Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We're in the Matrix right now. What if life is just a big simulated game of Monopoly?
That would be all. That would explain why it's so shitty because
and it never ends.
Everybody who's playing Monopoly is just get angry. I think I talked to somebody who was saying like I don't care what you mean. Like I played Monopoly. I've never got mad. I was like that's weird because every time I play Monopoly, I've gotten like somebody either I've gotten pissed or somebody gets pissed towards the end because it's just fucked up. It's all fucked up.
I switched characters. I'm like, nah, I was the ship, but now I'm like the Iron Board because I was in jail too many times. And that's just bad karma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I never
honestly,
finished the game
Monopoly is too real, bro. It's because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the object is to make people go bankrupt, bro. That's absurd.
Yeah, so why is this not real? You know what I'm saying? We got
it is real.
It is real. But and hey, everything it is real, just like the Jews and the space laser. It's real.
Like,
it's real. Son.
Everything about it is just kind of tragic. Like you go to jail not through the fault of your own, but like kind of by like circumstances in terms of like the dice roll. So it's kind of like a luck of the draw that you might end up in jail.
They get out of jail free cards. You can sell them and pay for them. Like, come on,
it's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't understand why people fuck with. Yeah,
people
think
I definitely don't. To the conspiracy theories, I'm fucking 2 steps ahead. You know what I'm saying?
The Adam ruins everything. Backstory to that though is that Monopoly was actually made to like show the perils of capitalism, and like that's the person who made it was just like, yeah, this is what would happen if you let capitalism kind of run amok, and then some fucking then Hasbro bought it and just was like, we'll just make it a fun game. Fuck it, propaganda.
Yeah. We're just like cigarettes. Like it's cool. It's cool to go broke. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody just have fun for a little bit, telling people to pay them their money because they landed on Boardwalk until motherfuckers flipped over the board and you got fucking the iron in your eye and shit.
Man, making people think that Park Ave is like that important. It's all right. You know what I'm saying?
It's bullshit.
Yeah. So with that, everybody became. It's just wild, man. 2020, is over, but 2021, obviously, we saw, 2020 exposed a lot of medical experts. Clearly, it showed people knew everything about, infectious diseases that just touched down on this earth. And now we learned people became stockbrokers and experts in the financial sector within, the same amount of time. So people be flexing out here. Again, I didn't lose any money, gain any money, or know what the fuck was going on.
I didn't buy any dog coin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm talking about landlord. Like, yo, so the way my rent is tied up right now, okay? If we just hold the line, B,
hold the line right to the moon. I don't know any of these shit.
But if this shit continues, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna need to have an extension. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was wild, man. It's a wild week, you know what I'm saying? And then again, we touched on it earlier, the space lasers. I get my jokes off, here and there, you know what I'm saying, the politics, yada yada. But what's scary is that woman is a member of the Congress, like a member
we got like 4 legit crazy people in Congress. It's absurd. Like I don't even know. I know
Republicans, bro,
like crazy, believing in conspiracy, like saying blatant racist shit, like just chilling in Congress. Like we paying them to just say wild shit,
bro. And what sucks is nobody's denouncing the shit, bro. And it's just like,
nah, they are. It's not. I mean, you mean like on their side?
No, yeah, none of the Republicans are
Yeah,
denouncing it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So they're just like, hey man, like I haven't seen a not space laser. It's like, okay, well
yeah.
shit. You got me on that, son.
Bro,
Um,
I wish like if you had like how cool would that be if you actually did have a space laser?
I was saying though, like, shouts to Noah. We had him on a couple of episodes ago. I was saying like, because he's part of the tribe too. I was asking him if he wanted to swap lasers for the weekend, and like I was having jokes saying like a bunch of Jews in like a customer service line complaining about like a faulty laser and shit. Like,
Like, bro, I feel like I would have been used that. That'd
you
have
know what I'm
been
saying?
handy for a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we would have had like a Knicks fucking NBA finals by now if we could blow shit up with a laser.
Yeah,
A lot of angry Jews in New York that's like, hey, Patrick Ewing, come back.
yeah.
Um,
No, I
So yeah,
that
no, that
shit.
show was wild, man. So yeah, like we touched on it way earlier, but yeah, this woman, I'm not even gonna say her name because she whacked, but she said yeah, the Jews are responsible for the wildfires, which is it's this double like not a double edged sword, it's just like a double edged, I don't even know what, but like when they say one thing's not that bad, and then they double back to
Uh,
say that
say
the
that it's
thing was
caused, but it wasn't bad, but also it was caused by you. Like
right,
what?
exactly. Like,
It's like it's like when
coronavirus
they're
is
like,
not bad, but why did Chris Cuomo or Andrew Cuomo put
uh,
them all back in the old
oh,
people house?
right, or they're like, like racism isn't even like why y'all being victims? Like y'all have this victim mentality about racism this and racism that, but also black people are the real racism with reverse racism. It's like, which one is it, bro? What is
They're,
it? Is it
they're like
not? Is
you.
racism not really a thing that matters,
It's like can you
or are
guys?
black people more racist to you? Like, what's the which one is it, bro? Is it one mic or is it?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, I'm all for Black Lives Matter, but like I don't like this idea that like they have such a hard life. Like, do you know how hard it is to be a white woman in America? Like, they're coming for us, the mob.
Yeah, exactly. Like you
These
can't
are
say
real
shit.
things I've heard. Like that's why it's like
All
it's
right.
funny, but it's kind of like
People are like they're
what
people saying they're being censored directly on social media.
in front of a
Like they
microphone. It's like, fam, you got
like
more of a platform than like
yeah,
99% of
everybody.
Americans.
They're censoring us as I say this on CNN. Like, bro, what?
Like, fam, what? Like, I can't even get that long of on like a customer service on T-Mobile, son. Like,
Like, do you understand how many like TVs sets that you're on right now in the middle of some car dealership somewhere? Like, you know what I mean? The waiting room at some fucking at
bruh.
a
And
doctor's
then like,
office or some shit.
you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, so that shit was wild. I hate to break people's hearts. Us Jews don't have space lasers. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
wanted to. Yeah, bro, definitely don't. Like, if you did, I would have asked to see it, and I'm sure you would have showed me
So many
one of these
homies would
times
have
with a
asked to
high.
borrow. They would have asked to borrow it and shit, and like I wouldn't have gotten it back for a while. It would have had to hit up the homie like, "Yo, you got that space laser? I got other homies asking about it, and um,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm saying the warranty would have ran out. I would have had to like argue about like, I already paid for the extended warranty. Who knows,
mm,
man? It been a messy situation. You know what I'm saying?
for
And
sure.
what and why is it just the California fires, bro? Like we ain't start them anywhere else. Like, come on.
Nope.
Um,
Everybody knows all the Jewish people are in California starting fires.
yeah. Yeah, man. It's it's tight, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, with
fucking
that, I think we've
fucking Larry David, bro.
you know what I'm saying? What would you rather have? You know what I'm saying? A Jew in California, a Jew in New York, you know what I'm saying? They said
Yeah,
fires anywhere.
yeah.
But I think we got back to our one of our second favorite segments, no pun intended,
Mm.
two for two. You know what I'm saying?
What we
Um,
got on the 2 for 2 this week?
so I've been, not sporadically eating. I've been not even trying to
I hope you've been sporadically eating. I hope you've been eating more than sporadically. Hopefully daily, a couple times.
every hour on the hour, son.
Grazing, my guy.
No, the like not even the intermittent fasting or whatever the fuck it's called. Like I'm just I'll eat a big meal either in the beginning of the day or I'll notice I didn't eat much throughout the day and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna smash tonight.
Mm.
So what would you rather do if you could only have one meal? Would you rather have a big ass one in the morning or just be like, I bet I'm gonna make it to the night and have like a fire dinner?
Okay, so I think I'd rather eat a big dinner at night because if you eat something big in the like a huge thing in the morning and you just full and that full feeling just like sticks with you all day and you get tired in the middle of the day. It's kind of like when on Thanksgiving. So I guess it depends on what time you eat for Thanksgiving, but I don't ever really eat before like the Thanksgiving meal because I feel like it's just so much food. But like usually people eat Thanksgiving like one. Well, white people eat like one, two, and like I'll eat like 3 or 4 or 5, sometimes 6, 7. But then it's still some like portion of the day left if you eat at like 3 or 4, and so you still get kind of tired right after, and you wake back up and you kind of still got a day, but it's still like you feel kind of groggy. But so like I would say at night because you're gonna go to sleep soon any fucking way, right? So like you get full as hell. It might suck, but like just go to sleep. It's like sleep kind of cures everything. It's like when you were so hungry as a kid, but you ain't got no food, so you just went to bed for dinner.
Yeah.
You know,
Like I'll eat a fire ass thing in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
dream about a Big Mac or some shit.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna
Same.
go with night.
I'm going big meal at night too. Not even for the nutritious side, but like just for something to look forward to. Like if I know I'm like, damn, like I didn't eat yet, blah blah blah. Whereas on the other side, if I already and bring it back to like my days on the bus, if I knew how to fire Lunchable, I would eat that shit on the school bus, and um like I would have nothing to eat during lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm going big meal at night because then I have something to look forward to.
Okay. Even though it's like I definitely enjoy breakfast a little bit more. And a lot of times I just eat I guess I'm always like whenever I wake up is breakfast and not I don't care if it's noon or 1 o'clock, like that's breakfast. And I got some shit to back it up because I maybe I saw like a TikTok or something on Twitter and it was a dude saying like your first meal is breakfast because literally breakfast stands for breaking your fast and that fast is from when you not eating from overnight. So literally there can't be anything else. I was like, oh shit, facts. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You can't say it's
Yeah.
lunch. You can't wake up and say you ate lunch because you're breaking your fast.
Yeah. And if you take so long, it could be a break slow. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I usually just eat breakfast and then dinner. I don't do the lunch if I ate super late, and two if it was like kind of big. Like today I had a big ass, chorizo burrito from Filiberto. So you know what I mean? I ate that and then I ate a fucking and then I ate a white person burrito, which is just a chicken wrap from Mad Grease.
I was gonna say that burrito, that Filiberto's burrito, my man must have been blacked out drunk or some shit. That was the go-to back in college.
Yeah. But yeah, so the other 2 for 2 question is would you rather have a wet sleeve or a wet sock? You gonna need you came up with the questions this time, so you're gonna need to explain the thinking on this one.
It's the negativity ones, you know what I'm saying? You're washing the dishes and you have a long sleeve and then the sleeve gets wet,
Mm,
or you're wearing socks and you step in a puddle or some shit.
okay.
Surprisingly, I'm gonna pick a wet sleeve is worse. So I'd
What?
rather yeah, because I might.
Is it one wet sleeve or like wet sleeves?
I mean, if you're bathing a dog with both long sleeves, I think it's one, fam.
Are you talking more like when you wash your hands and you just like
And
for some reason you didn't roll it
like
up?
the hoodie
Yeah,
sleeve.
that is a little annoying.
Yeah, fam. So there's that, and then I'm saying the wet sock, like, on some humble real shit. My feet be sweating. You know what I'm saying? My socks are wet 28 hours of the day anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're
So
just like you know how to deal with that.
I'm
See,
used to that.
I'm
A wet
thinking like
sleeve, I slam the hoodie off like fuck you, bro. Don't you dare creep up my shit like that.
that's crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely going with a sock though. Like the wet sleeve, it sucks for a little bit, but then it dries pretty quick. You know what I mean? Because it's never like a full, it's not like your full sleeve. But like when I think of wet sock, I'm thinking like you're out in the rain or something, or you stepped in something where the socks was wet, and now it's just like taking that shit off is just so fucking weird. And like if you were out in the rain and you're actually going somewhere, it's like you got this fucking wet sock just on your feet the whole time, and it's just like your shoes are wet and you're just like walking around and it's making this squeak like noise and shit, and it's just, yeah, nah, fuck that. I am good. It's funny, is it makes me think of this one time where I had Air Force Ones, like the old white point pair. You know, everybody had a white pair of Air Force Ones back in the day.
Yeah, because if you have a black pair, you were probably in jail by now.
Robbing, yeah, you was rob. You were like the dude who showed up to the park with like a fucking with jeans on and black Air Force Ones, and you like you was trying to steal everybody's basketball, and you're like, yo, let me get a shot, and he just went. But yeah, nah, I remember I had that white Air Force Ones, but like they get dirty because they're all fucking white. And so me and my uncle, who my uncle's only 3 years older than me, was like, yo, you can like we could just like clean them with like bleach or whatever and soap. So we would like clean them with like a toothbrush and like it was like bleach and a little bit of soap to make them, fresh or whatever. But like I feel like we did that and then we went outside and we were somewhere like kind of far from where we were at, like my grandma's house, and it started raining and I just vividly remember walking in the rain with my Air Force Ones and suds were coming out them bitches.
I thought you were yellow.
Yeah, they turned yellow eventually, but like yeah, it was like fucking just like sudsing up, and so not only was my foot like wet, but it was like every time I walked, the squish, and it would just be like suds coming out of it. So I just got that like weird feeling. So I can't do like wet sock, wet feet shit, bro.
It's like, yo, they started peeling, so they turned into Air Force 2s and 3s, and then
yeah, bro, then they just
saying?
flew off, bro.
And then Nelly was like, "Let me two pair." That's it.
That's wild. Buying 2 pairs of the same sneakers. That's some shit right there. Why? for why? Because you just knew you were gonna buy a new one soon, and so you're just like, I might as well just have them so I don't have to come back.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't really understand the logic of that one.
There was Khalifa when he was talking about rolling a paper plane or a joint. He said he rolls one and rolls another one with it. And I was like, I salute you, dog.
Makes sense because he's like he knows he's gonna smoke 2 that day, and he probably smoked 80. But like Air Force Ones, like why would you need 2 pairs of white Air Force Ones unless you're just like, I know I'm gonna run through these bitches in 3 months because I ain't gonna care about creasing or washing them or something. And so because it's like if anybody's a sneakerhead, they know, you can have all these sneakers, but like a problem that happens is like discoloration of your sneakers if you just keep them in the box for too long.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
I feel like you shouldn't be buying the same pair of sneakers in advance. That's some shit right there.
I was gonna grab a pair, but they're too far.
Yeah, nah, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the 2 for 2. It feels like we've arrived to our favorite part of the week. Songs of the week, bro. What you got this week?
Yeah, man, I was telling Ty I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I felt like my songs of the week, you know what I'm saying, a little lackluster at times. So I'm gonna switch it up, you know what I'm saying. Rap is poetry, you know what I'm saying. So what I'm gonna do is read a quote of the week poetically, and y'all can listen to the song. But this song is called Whoopty by the artist. He's from Brooklyn. His name is CJ. And blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like loose leaf. Bitch, I'm about my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallowed all my kids in the 2-seat. Skirt.
That's a...
You know how the poets snap?
Yeah, just skirt, as the kids say. Y'all know how I usually do. I do, bangs, bops, and slaps, and then I give you any album reviews that I might have came across this week. My album or my song that slaps, I'm gonna go with. You know what? Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm gonna go.
This may be the first ever hezzy of the song of the week.
Had to switch it up now. Okay, my song that slaps. I'm gonna go with Dubai Plates by Key Glock featuring Gunna. Definitely not like a collab that I thought I was gonna probably see, just because Key Glock kind of more of that Young Dolph kind of like Memphis hard shit, and obviously Gunna's more of the like more focused on like the flow and stuff like that. And so like it just wasn't the sound, even though they both work with Tay Keith. So it kind of doesn't make it, it makes sense that they have some sort of connection. But yeah, no, the song's definitely cool. I probably put it at the beginning of the episode, so you probably already heard that motherfucker. But yeah, if you want to go check that out, that's the name of that motherfucker. And then my song that bops, I'm gonna go with "Gravity" by Brent Faiyaz featuring Tyler the Creator. Just dropped. I'm a big Brent Faiyaz fan, even though he's hella toxic. he be saying some, he be saying some wild shit, bro. He's just like, he just be like, I can't even describe the toxic shit that he be saying, but I be seeing people say like, "Oh, I love Brent Faiyaz," like, you know what I'm saying, like girls and shit. I'm like, bro, he the way he be singing, be sound like he really don't give a fuck about people. So I don't know if you should have that crush, but I would say definitely check that one out. And then my song that bangs, I'm gonna go with Lil Durk, "Finesse Out the Gang" featuring Lil Baby. I'm a big Durkio fan. I love. I did like the album, The Voice, that dropped last month. I don't know if I reviewed it on here just because it might have been it might have dropped during one of our breaks. But yeah, he did. He had the deluxe come out, 12 new songs on that bitch. Uh, this song is probably my favorite from there. But he got a couple of them, man. He got Movement, which is good on that bitch. He got When I'm Lonely, which is really good. He also got a song called Kanye Crazy, and he did a video for it. And it's like,
True.
yeah, and it's, I'm going Kanye Crazy. And like in the video, you're just like recreating all the Kanye videos, like on the motorcycle in the Bound 2 video.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
He had the one. He had the thing of him taking the thing from a white girl, like he did with Taylor Swift, and then he had like him in the random box things, like from that one song that he did with what the fuck is his name? Lil Pump.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
such a fucking hoe.
I love it.
I hate that song
Or
so
you
much,
love
bro.
it. I love it. Something like that.
No, it's like you're such a hoe. I love it. Fuck that
Oh,
song.
okay.
And I remember that shit came out. And people playing at the club. I was like, this fucking shit is terrible. Um, but yeah, no. So yeah, I would say definitely check out that album. And then my song that bops. I already did the Gravity one, but there's another album that came out by this girl called Savannah Ray. Let me see what the album's called. It's called Opia, which I don't know what the fuck that means at all. But yeah,
OPM maybe.
it's OPIA.
I don't.
So I don't know,
Is it
but
called the Apia? I don't know.
I don't really know. But I guess she's from like Toronto. I had never heard of her before, but I just stumbled upon this like a song of hers that I was like, oh, this sounds cool, and I listened to the album, and the shit's pretty fucking good. My favorite on there is Nothing into Something and Homies, and Solid, also really good, and then Best Is Yet to Come. So I would say check her out if you're trying to find some new R&B shit. But yeah, those are my songs of the week.
Shouts to that, man. You're always putting people on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have the Patreon up, patreon.com/bucket up. Ty will throw down some playlists up there. He'll even maybe give you a custom playlist. He hits me up with new music. You put me on shit that I go back and do my homework on. So like I'm like retroactive because then I'll then send you the song. I'm like, yo, the song, bet you ever heard of it? You're like, yes, I sent it to you 7 months ago. Cool. And I'm like, yeah, but it's different when I play it. You're like, okay, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, take
Trust
one
me.
headphone out and then lay down, and the song way different. Yeah.
I'm used to that, bro. I all throughout college and shit, it'd be like, oh, bro, I played a song that I just found, that I just heard, and I'm like, oh shit, this body gonna be big, and then I play it for like my college friends, or like I used to DJ at the parties and shit, so I play it at the parties, and people like, yo, nah, what's this? Put on something else, and I'm like, all right, cool, maybe they just didn't feel it like that, and then they hear that shit somewhere else, or they hear it on the radio, and then they're like, oh, yo, Ty, put that song on again. I was like, I showed y'all this song 2 weeks ago, but man. Like I was trying to get, I was like, I hate being that person, but it's like, how like the trendsetters, they get on shit before it blows or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like, what I'm saying, that people got to hear it over again to kind of, see that, to know that it's real, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I tried to tell y'all to get on the stock early, but we could have had the shit bumping then, but
nah, y'all want to
what it
be
is.
finicky. All right. But yeah, so
Not that happened every time, but yeah.
Not every time. Shouts to the sponsors, but let's say Bucket Up. Shouts to Sunday Scaries. I'm saying they be hitting us with the love, the promo code Bucket Up. You get 20% off your total. You know what I'm saying? Uh, really support. I hear people tell me, yo, I tried this CBD. I'm like, oh, word? Like, they got their money. Come to me. You know what I'm saying? Support the homies. You know what I'm saying? Ice your wrist up at Daniel Phillip Watch. Promo code Bucket Up. 30% off too. You know what I'm saying? And also, like I said, we have the Patreon up. So feel free to, you know, as I say, supply. Feel free to provide, and we'll reciprocate with much love. You know what I'm saying? Under the bucket content, if you will. Um, for Ty, man, shouts to you putting week in and week out up with me. You know what I'm saying? Outward with me, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Putting up with my emotional roller coasters, if they will. But you know, someone's gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? For the buckets that have been riding the wave, that have been with us, you know what I'm saying, through a pandemic and all this, they know what's up. But for the new heads, for the new ones, welcome to the party. Where can they find us?
Yeah, man, I'm not sure what you're listening to us on right now. I know our main squeeze is pretty much SoundCloud, so if you're there, shouts to you. But if you did not know that we're on, a whole host of podcasts or podcast platforms, such as Stitcher Radio, we're on Google Play, but some of the bigger shit we're on Spotify. So if you already have like a Spotify account, got your playlist going, you listen to songs, you don't even have to dip from out of that app. You could just hit us, search the Bucket Up Podcast, put us up next in your playlist. So get us all up in rotation. And also, we're on Apple Podcasts for the iPhone homies. But if you're already on there, if you use the Apple Podcast, listen, make sure you leave us a review, 5 stars, say something nice if you haven't already. Definitely appreciate it. Apparently, it helps with like moving up the podcast and search and algorithms and shit like that. So that is much appreciated. So anybody who left a review, shouts to you. Even if shouts to everybody who shares the pod too. Shouts to the homie Q, because I saw he shares the pod all the fucking time. He's a avid listener, so obviously shouts to him. Definitely appreciate you for the support. Um, and shouts to everybody else that likes to listen and they go back and forth. People hit me up, saying shit that I've said on the show and talking about it. Like shouts to the homie of Johnny, texted me the other day, because remember we couldn't figure out like what was the plural was it humility or
Yeah.
human yeah
Humanity. Yeah, like the
human was it
singular. Yeah.
yeah
It was like
so he texted me and Katie, and he just was like, oh yeah, by the way, the word that you was looking for was, hold on, let me make sure I figure out what he said. uh I'll find it later. But yeah, he corrected us. So shouts to him.
sounds like we still don't know.
I don't know. We do know, but I don't wanna misquote him here.
No worries, no worries. That's why we got socials. We'll post it on post production. Shouts to my
Yeah.
homie Mo from Canada. You know what I'm saying? He says he listens to the pod. He loves my takes on on the socials, my videos, my little like skits and stuff. So he said he loves that. And he loves, so it's cool to see we got love from other states and from other countries, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we really booming in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say bussing, but we've quoted that too many times. But yeah, shouts to that, man. Shouts to the growth. Shouts to the baby. You know, about to call him Papa Butter Sauce soon. It's gonna be funny, man. I can't wait. I'm Uncle Jesse Unlimited. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I figured it out. It was humane. The word we were looking for was humane, but
Mm,
I don't remember what
the
word
Humane
we
Society.
the humane society.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Okay.
Mm.
But yeah, nah. And also, if you want to hit us up on any of the social medias, make sure you check us out on, we're on Facebook as just, the Bucket Up Podcast. We're on Instagram at Bucket Hat Boys, where Jesse has like the skits, and I gotta make sure I get the password to get back in. Gotta reset that
My
motherfucker.
man's locked out.
Locked out. And then on Twitter, we're just at Bucket Up Podcast, or you can hit us up individually. The homie Jesse is at JB Speaks right now, and then I am at Tylante, aka Broke Boy RD. So definitely hit us up if you want to talk about shit on a podcast, got any ideas, want to be on. I know people hit us up all the time was asking when we're gonna get on the podcast. So yeah, if you want to do any of that stuff, interact with us, let us know. Follow us on the motherfucking sites. And yeah, I think that's it, man.
Yeah, man. Shouts to that, man. Like I said, for the Bucket Up podcast, we in the Bookingtons, volume 155. See ya. We on the way to the lab to cook up some more for y'all. But yeah, for us, we chilling. We out. Chit chit.
Cheers.